Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to my TV channel NTV. My name is Ryan Saputra. I want to explain you about comparison degree. And the comparison degree is established from three levels. And the first is positive, second is comparative, and the third is superlative degrees. Yes, we start with an adjective. For example, we use the word large. When we find this word, we look the picture is hippopotamus. When we will say the hippopotamus is large, so we will say with sentence is this hippopotamus is large. It's no problem. But what happens when you want to compare the large hippopotamus to something else? When you compare the large hippopotamus to another thing, you have to use the comparative degree. This means that the word has to change. So if you want to compare that hippopotamus, we use the comparative degree, not positive again. For example, large. When we will use the large, there are two ways that you can change to the comparative degree. In the first, you add er to the end of the word, or add more to the front of the word. The rule: when you use er, the word must be one or two syllables. For example, is large. When you will to change large to the comparative degree, you should add er to the end of the word, so large become larger. For example, again is fast. When you want to compare that something with something else, and you will say that for example, car is faster than bicycle, so we use add er of the end of fast, so fast become faster. And the two rule: if you use add more to the front of the word must be more than two syllables, so three syllable, four syllable, and another. And for example is intelligent. When you want to compare something to something, and you will say that Ani more intelligent than Vina, and another. For example, I will to explain you with a picture. This is, we use larger. We will say that hippopotamus is larger than pig, so the sentence will be the hippopotamus is larger than the pig. This is for example when the word is more than two syllables. Intelligent is from four syllables, intelligent, and the sentence will be the hippopotamus is more intelligent than the chicken. But what should we do if we want to compare our large hippopotamus with more than just one another thing? What should we do if we want to compare our large hippopotamus to, let's say, three other things? We should then use the adjective in superlative degree, and that means that our word will have to change again. There are two ways that you can change large to the superlative degree, and the rules almost same with comparative degree. And the first rule, we must add est to the end of the word, and the two rules, add most to the front of the word. And we add est for two or one syllables, and when we add most, we use it when the word is more than two syllables. For example, is large again. When the large, we only must add est, so the word will become large. For example, in the sentence, we will explain, we will say that the hippopotamus is largest than pig, than chicken, and another. So we will explain with the sentence is the hippopotamus is the large one in the bunch. Here's an example where you would use most. We will use the word courteous. Courteous is from three syllables. So the sentence will be the hippopotamus is the most courteous animal of the group. Oh yeah, I forget that when the comparative, when we use the more, we must add then after more. So the sentence will be more than. And when we use the superlative and that word is more than three syllables, like courteous, we must use most. But if we use most, we must add the before most, so the sentence will be is the most. So we have learned that we can use an adjective to show relationship in the comparative and superlative degree. Like many things in the English language, there are some exceptions. Some words change differently in the comparative and superlative degree. For example, the word is good. When the positive, we say good. But when we want to compare to something, when for example is mark, we will to compare B plus, A min, and A. And when the positive, this grade is good for B plus, and we want to compare A min and B plus, we would say that A min is better than B plus. So the sentence is this grade is better than that grade, not gooder or more good. So it's exception for comparative and superlative degree word. And when we want to compare with more than two things, like the is the best grade of all, A is the best grade of A min and B plus, and we say with best, not with goodest. For example again is bad when the comparative is worse and when superlative is worse. I think that is a lot of exception for comparative and superlative degree word. Keep an eye out for them, and thanks for your attention, and don't forget to like and subscribe my video, and I say thank you for you. Wassalamualaikum.